Are we live? Let me see right here. Yes, we are live! Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I am so glad to be back here to be doing another stream on the comic. Today I'll be working on page 56. So, the reason why I skipped a page is because page 55 is actually just a letter from Cookie. So the entire page is literally listed as a letter. So it is so that's why you don't really see me doing page 55. That will be off stream. If you want to read it, I'm gonna work on it after the stream so I can just get it right, because like I think live streaming a letter would have been kind of boring, so I'm deciding to draw page 56 right now. Freddy, first, hello Snugs, nice to meet you again. Hey Freddy, welcome to the live stream, my dude. Hope your day's been doing well, man. Glad to see you here. Right now I'm gonna start live streaming page 56, and I'm quite nervous because of the amount of panels that's going to be in this page. But I'm ready for it. There's nowhere to go but forward. That's what I would say. That's good, Freddy. That's very good. Okay, so I already got the panels in set. I already got all the groups and all in ready to go. I already got the script in place, so I know what to write. Oh, my day's been great, man. Thanks for asking. It's been a little iffy because I was thinking about when I was doing the stream if I was gonna stream page 55, but then I just realized that it's just a letter, so it didn't really make any sense. So I decided to stream page 56. Okay. So, I have these first 4 panels. I believe I'll be doing these first 4 right here. But everything. No pressure. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not under pressure. Quite frankly, I need to get used to it. These comics don't draw themselves. I'm the only person who can do it. Take your time. I will. Trust me. I will. I promise I will. Just gonna try to get a feel of my software right here, just to get a little feeling of it. I haven't actually just exercised this as much, but I'm just drawing random circles just to get a feel of this thing. I'm using the drawing setup I did before, so I'm trying to get used to it. Because I used to work with a drawing tablet and with no screen, so it's just kind of a big change for me, in a good way. Atlanta mayor says her husband had the corona. Oh no. So I heard our mayor has the coronavirus. I heard about it the other day and I was like, oh god, that sounds really bad. I mean, I guess that's how it's gonna be in the world of the Rona, right? Everyone's gonna get sick. And sometimes even a person you know might get sick. And that's not a very nice world to live in. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, so I think for the first panel, I believe, is with Snug just reading the letter simply. So this one shouldn't be too hard to create. I'm going to add a few layers here. Just trying to line this up perfectly. Okay, so Snug's going to be right here. Just a little ellipse to show here. Paper's here. Snug space is facing this direction. Lower. So I'm just marking the eye line right here, just so I have it. Just mark his cheeks while I'm at it too. So I've been taking a look at some of the things that people have been saying about Pony Life lately, and I heard I haven't been getting any favorable reviews by the Brony community lately. I just wonder why. I never actually got the chance to see Pony Life because I was actually busy making content, so I didn't really get a chance to see it. I really do, though, because I actually really like the cute art style. It's just so freaking cute, bro. If you went to Equestria, what kind of creature would you want to be? It doesn't have to be for Equestria. Quite frankly, I would want to be a unicorn, to be frankly honest with you. I mean, my OC is kind of like a rendition of what I want to be if I was in the world of Equestria. So, a unicorn, basically. That's what I would like to be. I remember when I started coming to this fandom, and I initially wanted to be a griffin, but then I decided to change to a stallion, and at the time I was about 14 years old when I joined the fandom, so I was like, I just didn't make any sense for me to be a stallion if I was a teen at the time. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. And I became a Colt. Pony life is very interesting. Oh, well, that's good to hear, I guess. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of opinions on the contrary when it comes to pony life. Like, people are not liking it whatsoever. And trust me, I don't know why. It's really weird. It's like, it has so much promise, and then I didn't really see it because I don't really have time to see it yet, but I'm really looking forward to, at least. Hold on, I'm just trying to fix my gestures here because apparently my settings are messed up. Griffin, dragon, or hippogriff. So if you're giving me from 3 choices, so in that case, if I was gonna choose between the 3, it would have to be a griffin. I would be a griffin. Why not? I'd be a griffin. I mean, I drew myself as a griffin for the many of Snogs, right? The animatic I did for April Fool's, I drew myself as a griffin. Yeah, let me just draw his neck real quick so I know exactly where it is. He's facing down here, so I need to mark this with a V so I know exactly what direction he's facing. Oh, sorry, that was for me, my mistake. I tend to do that. Oh, it's okay, man. It's okay. What would you want to be then? Just choose any of them. Just think about it. Just think about it for a bit and just choose one. I want you to choose one. I'm gonna give you that as a challenge. Just choose one you want to be. You gotta decide, man. So he's facing down here, so I need to place his snout lower. His horns here. To place his eyes here. Hippogriff. You would choose to be a hippogriff. Not a bad choice. They're kind of fairly new in terms of like the LP universe, but hey, at least you got a choice there, right? I know some friends who I asked them the same question. They couldn't really think about who they would specifically want to be. It's just kind of something that I just kind of got used to, in a sense. I mean, my friends. The thing is, my friends are like have so many OCs to begin with. Like honestly, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, because the fact that they can travel the land and water. Oh well, that's true. They're both worlds when it comes to land and sea animals, so I guess that makes sense. There's always trade-offs to being certain things. You could be a unicorn, but like there's also trade-offs compared to being a Pegasus. I mean, there are like exceptions in between, like alicorns for instance, and spells that allow you to fly, but they only last for a certain amount of time. The show already proved this, so I definitely know, I'm confident that's what it is. Just trying to put some details in his horn right now. So I'm just gonna make his eyebrows right here. This line here. I gotta make sure they line perfectly because honestly I can't mess this up. It's not something I can mess up right now. It's not an option. I'm gonna line his snout right here. So his brow ridge would technically be here. And then his cheek would go down here. Where is the neck? I'm just trying to make sure that his facial features are correct, because the last time when I tried to make his stream. You know, speaking of which, I actually should show you guys the other page I finished. So here is page 54. So I did these 2 parts in the main stream. So these are the last few parts I did off stream. I did Cookie, I did Winter, and I did this last scene yesterday. It's all done and ready to go. Really like how I pull this face off here. But yeah, I forgot to show you guys this, so I might as well do that now. I was just thinking about it for a moment, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to show you guys this. Dragons are tougher, stronger, and fire retardant, but other than that, I would choose Hippogriff. Well, dragons may be tougher, but I don't think they have. I think they have some of their drawbacks. Like for instance, you're only limited to a certain amount of places, and not to mention the environment is not very pleasant. Being a dragon kind of reminds me of being a New Yorker in a sense. Let me just mark his hair right here. I'm gonna make it droop down so that let me just mark this top of his hair too. And sure, they have wings, but they can't travel to underwater places from the LP movie. Yeah, that's also a kind of downside. They can like bathe in magma all they want, but but when it comes to water, they just really can't do much. The sea is a pretty cool place, though. I mean, if you're a unicorn, you can legit just change yourself to a sea pony, and then you can just go down to the water, which I find pretty cool. Trying to. Trying to make his letter into places here. Is it in the right line of sight? I gotta make sure that this is drawn correctly. Alright, so here's his top of his mane. Later around. Here's his ear. I'm gonna lay this around here. Usually when I draw ears, I usually draw a circle, and then I just line up for whatever position it's in. If it's on top, I just do it like this. But his ears are always falling down, so I do it like this. It's just kind of a easy way to draw the ears without any hesitation. You know, gotta make a job easier. Okay, let me draw a scarf. I think that's about it. I think his posture's correct. Yeah, I think that's about it. And I think I'll just leave a speech bubble with him, just having some kind of like borders in place. The next panel is going to be with Winter, but I can focus on this one for now. Let me just lower the size. I think it's a little too big. Let me make it so that a focal point is towards Snog right here. The paper needs to be bigger then, if that's the case, because the scale is a lot big. Alright, line that up. Alright, there we go. We got that done. And while hippogriffs are not tough as dragons, they can hide from others and can't breathe underwater, while dragons have to face an enemy head and risk of getting hurt. Thinking. Arguably, like, most hippogriffs cannot really get attacked as much as dragons because they're sea animals, but on the contrary, there could be a lot of enemies that are in the sea just as much as they're in land, just like in real life. You know, it's a kind of an example of, yeah, we have alligators here in Florida, but underwater, there's probably bigger threats than that. I mean, one of the biggest mammals in the world lives underwater. I mean, it's something to consider. Just lower this down. Alright, so I got Snog's little things. I'm gonna just illustrate his head first. Yeah, I just feel like I need to point out because it is something to think about. You know, there's threats. There's threats in the land, but there's also threats in the sea. I mean, there's a lot of things to consider. Really depends on what trade-offs really value to you, and really depends if you think those trade-offs are worth it. In a way, every creature has their disadvantages and advantages. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. It was like everything has its own trade-offs and benefits. You really gotta choose which one is the best for you. That's just the kind of thing when it comes to species in general. It's more so like a lot of things in life where you just gotta understand exactly what is the best choice. Just trying to draw a snout correctly. The Snog's gonna be a little sad in this scene. He's not gonna be sad, but he's just gonna be concerned about it, because like just put it into context. Like if you haven't seen your mom for about a few years, and you find out that she sent a letter to you saying that there's something wrong, then you start to get worried. That's what I want him to feel. What things you interested in, Snogs, if you don't mind me asking? Well, I think a lot of people know mostly what I'm interested in. I shared it a lot during the day in the life of Snog. I'm into games, definitely. Oh, that's a big thing. I've been gaming my whole life. I'm into games, into artwork, of course. I think that's really all I'm really into, really. Actually, no. There's another thing. I'm actually also into technology, as you can see. I mean, like, I have my studio and stuff to make all the stuff I have in this channel, but I'm actually quite a tech-savvy person. I actually love technology to begin with, so that's why I know so much about what I have. It's just kind of my thing. I like technology and stuff. It really paints paths for me for what I can do. Wait, why is my eraser enabled? It says pencil here. What the hell? Wait, hold up. Is all of that's gone crack right now? I know, it was, no. I was set to a pencil tool and it was erasing. I have no idea why I was at, but. But technology is great. I believe I told you guys I was actually into what I've been learning lately is learning how to code. I want to learn how to do that because just in case I want to make a website or I want to make a robot for this, not a robot but a bot for the server that I have, my Discord server. I have the ability to, and I have all the resources available to do it. All I gotta do is just learn the skills involved, and I can make it happen. I can do it. I believe in myself. I can. But it's not a top priority, though. But it is something good to know. Regardless of whether I use it or not, I definitely will be using it later around the line in my career. So, I know it will be useful somehow. Just trying to draw his brows. I'll just fix these. I don't want these to be covering this other snake. How many times have you been to BronyCon? Once. Only once. And the only time I went was in 2019. I wanted to go more times, honestly. There were so many times I actually wanted to go to BronyCon, but I couldn't because I either couldn't afford it or my parents couldn't take me. And the times that I couldn't go made me devastated, that's for sure. Because I waited so long. I waited 3 years in order to go to a BronyCon to begin with. Like, legitimately, because 2019 BronyCon was less BronyCon, I was able to go. Because that convinced my parents to take me. Because I've been asking for so long. So I'm glad they took me. I mean, they didn't stay in the convention with me, of course. I think it would get kind of bored. But they did do some great things in Maryland while I was in the convention. They always picked me up, around 6 or 7 or 8. During that time, and I went back to my hotel. And that's usually how I operated things the last 3 days before I left. I left pretty early in the last day, though, like in the afternoon, 3 or 4, because my mom and dad had to drive all the way back to the house, which is 3 hours away. So I understood that. So I really wanted to hang out with my friends a lot more, like after the dinner we had with the Rift Cafe and such. But I could only do as much, unfortunately. But hey, I'm really grateful that I was able to go. You know, it really, those 3 days were really the best 3 days of my life, honestly. Like, I'm glad that I recorded all of it, too. I'm really glad for that. I still have the BronyCon pictures hanged up on my wall with all my friends. I have it hanged up for a reason, because they mean a lot to me. Alright, so try to fix his eye. But yeah, I think when it comes to like BronyCon, I think I liked a few things from it. Like, I love the convention space. I mean, unfortunately, the last BronyCon did not have the 2 floors like they usually did. They only had to use 1 floor, so there was a lot of panels that were canceled, and there was a lot of like things that were canceled as well like after dark. Like, I don't think that was really a thing in BronyCon because of the amount of space they had. It was very limited because the 2nd floor was completely down. I don't know why that was, but it was. Hi Sammy, welcome to the live stream. What you doing, dude? How's your day been? I hope it's been great. Right now I'm working on the first panel, page 56 right now. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm actually Friday just told me something about BronyCon, and I was telling him about how the 2nd floor of BronyCon was actually closed down because I don't know why it was closed down, to be frankly honest with you, but it was. And I don't think that the convention was allowed to have the 2nd floor. I think because another convention was taking it, but I don't know. It really depends. It was really weird though, because there was actually nobody upstairs anyway, so I was wondering why they closed it down. It was really weird. I mean, I don't know, I don't personally know any of the staff, so perhaps maybe I'll find out some other time. Right now, as you're doing a stream, I am working on an animation. Oh, you're working on an animation, huh? Well, in that case, I wish you the best of luck. Those things take a lot of time. Trust me, I know. Dude, like, doing all those motion tweeting and frame adjustments and the amount of frames you want per second is quite a handful to work with, honestly. I remember doing a couple of animations during Autodesk, because Autodesk actually has, like, Autodesk is not an animation program by any means, but it does have a feature that you can do something called an Autodesk flipbook, which is basically just a flash file. And you can make drawings in succession, which can make animation. If there was an animation I made here, but it was just manually. I just drawn out every single frame. It was me on a disc, but it was pretty old though. I drew it 2 years ago. Actually, not 2 years ago, 4 years ago, right? Yeah, it's really old, but it's still cute regardless. I'm really glad of how I did it regardless. Okay, that does not look like a main Snuggie. What are you doing? Just adjust this together. Let me largen this because I feel like it's a little too small. Just trying to adjust the corner. Let's just try his little mane. You know, one of the best things about BronyCon is the fact that they actually had a Starbucks there. Legit, like, I mean, I don't know how much if you guys like Starbucks, but I love Starbucks. It's just my go-to place to get anything related to caffeine, if that makes any sense. Let me fix this name. You know, it's kind of funny because whenever somebody ordered something from Starbucks in the actual convention, they would actually call them by their OC names, and it was actually really awesome. Like, I literally just like was sitting there in the desk when I was waiting for my friend, right? And they were just calling a bunch of OC names out of nowhere, and like the staff was like so chill about it. Like, honestly, like it was so awesome. Like the people who worked at Starbucks that day I applaud you, honestly, that you guys can do that. I mean, they're probably like, I don't know how long they've been working in the convention space for, but the fact that they're doing that is kind of cute in a sense. You know, you don't really see that often. I find that to be quite amusing. Wait, let me make sure I'm live streaming my screen before anything. Okay, I just want to make sure, because there was a stream where like I forgot to take out the background, and I was really stupid that day. It's like I always say, we just gotta make progress. Making progress is our top priority here in this channel, and definitely in the snug world. Okay, I think I'm done with this main. I can work on the ear now. Really simple ear, nothing too complicated. The ears are actually pretty easy to draw, actually. They're not that difficult. So his hair is not really visible, so I'm just gonna lay it right here, just a little indentation here. I'm just gonna lay two hairs on the side here. The rest is not visible. Let me draw his neck and everything. Let me lay it out here. Now, given this won't be encyclically visible because of the letter, but I want it to be there just in case I need to fix any errors. That's just kind of a habit I have. It's an inefficient habit, but it also helps in a certain way. So let me just draw his little horn right here. This is going to be covered by his hair, so I don't need to make too much detail on it, because the next one's going to be like convey the movement of exactly where it is. Just lay that down. Lay this down. I think that's about it, right? Let me fix that. That just looks a little weird. Let me just mark it to this direction. There you go, much better. I can erase this now. Now it looks like it's perfect in this perspective, which is great. Ooh, that's what we're here for, to get everything right. Man, I miss BronyCon. I really do. I really want to go to another one, but unfortunately, that's not going to be the case because it's gone now. But I will say that I would like to go to other conventions, for sure. It'd be something great that we can do. If anything, like, if I have the guts to, I can also have a panel. I mean, why not? I mean, I'm quite knowledgeable about the art field, so I think I have a lot of great things to say for anyone who wants to get into art specifically. I mean, most people there are probably, like, if it was a pony convention, obviously most people there would really want to know how to draw ponies, but I think like, the way I'm going to make it different is the fact that I can teach them more than just drawing ponies, but teach them the fundamentals of drawing anything you want to draw, and not just ponies. I feel like if you want to provide somebody with the power of creativity, then you need to allow them to how you say, create anything, not just create one specific thing. That's what really sparks creativity, is having freedom to what you want to create. You know, you can't be limited to just drawing ponies all the time. That's just not really something you should do, especially in an artist's world. And you gotta expand upon that. Now, given, if you want to focus on a specific animal for a certain amount of time, that's fine. I did that for a while too. And when I was in the Kirby fandom, I focused on drawing Kirby characters. And then once I moved to the LLP fandom, I started focusing on drawing ponies. Sticking to one thing is actually not a bad thing in the art field, but staying there way too long is. You know, it's kind of like getting out of your comfort zone kind of thing. That's why lately I've been like I knew that, you know, I have to draw ponies all the time and griffins and all that because of my comic. I mean, those are the characters of the comic, so that makes sense. But for anything to be effective, I need to make sure to have some time every now and then to draw things that aren't ponies, you know. I definitely drew some characters off stream. I don't really share them with people as much, so you don't really know. But I like to draw like a bunch of characters I like outside of MLP. Like for example, series like Ace Attorney, Kirby, of course. Kirby is like top priority. But Ace Attorney, I remember was drawing Phoenix Wright the other day. I did the drawing. I mean, his deck looked a little freaking weird, but like, I still pull it off. Especially for human characters are actually the top of the line when it comes to difficulty. Everything else is actually downhill, believe it or not. At least in my opinion. You know, drawing animals is actually not as difficult as drawing humans. Humans have so many complications and so many... Like, the anatomy of the human body itself is vastly complicated. So, if you can draw humans to a perfect level, you have some pretty good power against a lot of other artists. Like, if you can draw humans and you can get everything right on them, like, you have yourself a powerful tool. If you can draw humans, you can draw anything. Trust me. Sup, bruh? Hey, Master Pony, welcome to the live stream. I was literally just talking about, like, how, like, I was telling everybody how I was doing some sketches outside of stream that wasn't related to the comic. I drew Phoenix Wright the other day. But I'm actually working on the first panel of page 56 right now, where Snog is reading the letter. Because then after that, this is going to be what winter is. And then we got 2 large panels. I don't know how many panels are going to get done in this stream, but I'm going to get as much done as I can. If there's anything I also want to improve in myself, it's my efficiency. But I am learning a lot. So I think I'll be able to get there. Alright, I don't need to do too much detail on this because this is going to be covered by the mail anyway, so... You do you, bro. Thanks, man, I will. I'm pretty good at it. But yeah, I think that expanding upon that and expanding to other categories is quite a great thing. I don't think it's just artwork, I think in anything. Like, not even just like artwork, like music and dance... other places in the art fields, like not like artistic fields, like, you know, like cooking is an art, by the way. I strongly believe it is. I know a chef, his name is Jerome. He is a very, very successful chef. He is really nice. He's a really nice guy. He is like lit. I love him. He is so cute. Like, he's kind of like a happy-go-lucky guy, and he's that kind of guy I like to hang out with. I mean, like, I don't really like know him personally per se, but like if I ever would, like, I definitely would. Like, he's actually really awesome. I actually don't know anything when it comes to cooking, believe it or not, because like I wasn't taught it really. I mean, like, most of the stuff I'm doing here on this channel to begin with wasn't taught to me. I had to learn through the internet because both of my parents are working, so it's usually kind of a struggle for me to learn anything at the time when I was trying to learn stuff I wanted to do. So I was completely on my own there, unfortunately. But I pulled through regardless, and I was able to learn all the stuff I have here, and I can apply them and share them with you. Yeah, Jerome is like insane at cooking. Like, honestly, I love these dishes he makes. Like, I remember he made a chess pie the other day, and I saw it through his Instagram, and like, it looks so freaking good, bro. Honestly, like, he cooks like a grandma, but like if he was like 40, like 60 years younger and super happy about it. I admire his love for cooking, honestly. I do. It's actually really nice. I mean, cooking's not my medium, of course. My expertise is usually in the art field, media art field specifically, but he really knows what he's doing. I can feel it. That's something that no one can tell me. I can tell when someone knows what they're doing based on their actions and their body posture. It's just kind of something I kind of learned when I was doing my own stuff. Okay, I can get rid of the rough. The rough. This looks great. I did a great job with this. The fact that this looks great without the rough, that means I executed this well. Good. Little Dashy Pugs, yes sir. Oh, hello there, little Dashy Pugs. I I think you're first in the stream, actually. I don't remember seeing you in the stream before. But anyways, welcome to the stream, man. How's your day been? Right now I'm working on the first panel of page 56. He's just reading a letter right now. So I'm just trying to depict that as much as I can. But anyways, like, Jerome is like, if you guys want to check his Insta or his Twitter, you should. He makes amazing dishes, honestly. He's so cool. He really is. He's also friends with Gordon Ramsay. I don't know if... Hey, it's been boring. It's been boring, huh? Well, luckily for you, I am the master of being unbored. So if you ever need to find something to do, I can give you a bunch of ideas. Although, the ideas I'll give you require work, though. But at least you won't be bored doing it. That's for sure. If there's anything this quarantine have given me, it's the amount of time I was able to spend in my talents. It was quite a privilege, actually, because, like, you know, as much as I want to go outside and chill with my friends and my cousins, I really can't do that as much because of the pandemic, but I've definitely took advantage of the time I had. Because I wasn't going to stay home all day and do nothing. That's just not me. I do quite a lot. In fact, there's been times when I've been doing... there's been times when I do too much. Like, sometimes I will legitimately, like, overwork myself for the amount of stuff I have to do. And in the past, it kind of affected my performance. So I learned from that now, though. That was quite a while ago. I'm glad that I figured that out on my own. Because sometimes I wouldn't identify it as a problem because I thought that getting a lot done was quite a good thing. And while getting a lot of work done is a good thing and quite something you should be proud of, given that you're the only person running this channel, it is something to you need to understand that life isn't always about work. You know, it is much more to life than just work. You know, even though like, you know, it's kind of boring in the house anyway, and you know, there's a lot of factors that can go into like why I would think it was justified. I still have to understand that, which I did. I'm glad that I finally understood that. I wish I understood it sooner, but better late than never. Okay, so let me fix some of these lines right here, because I feel like some of these lines are a little too chicken drawn, if that makes any sense. I don't like that. There we go. Alright, cool. We got Snog drawn. I'm gonna put his letter right here. Let me check the rough real quick. I forgot where to put the letter. Crap. Oh, it's here. Okay. Let me keep that there. I need to draw it before I get rid of it. I'm almost done with this panel. Really simple panel. Not nothing really too complicated. Let me put a little like tear right here as like a little small detail. The only thing I've been doing is writing my story and playing Naruto Storm 4 on my PlayStation. Well, hey, at least what I appreciate is you're being productive. I think that's a very good first step for a lot of people, because you know, sitting around doing nothing is what the majority of people are doing right now, and you know, it's just kind of weird. I mean, like, yeah, I get it. You're out of work and you don't really have anything to do, and you probably, but at the same time, I mean, like, find some things to do. You know, this quarantine isn't going to end anytime soon, so might as well find something you're good at and try to get better at it. You never know if it might help you get a job opportunity. If there's anything the job market always values is experience. The most common way to get fired from a job is having inconsistent life habits and experience. That's how the majority of people get fired from jobs. So having that is going to really help you. The more you stand up in the competition, the more money you can make. If you play your cards right, at least. That's how the job market works here. Let me erase this part right here before I need to do anything. Let me blend all this together, by the way. So let me take this down, Command E to blend all this together. Okay, done. Oh crap, I know what to do that. There. Alright, let me duplicate this just in case, get that out of the way, and I can just erase some of the things I don't need now. I'm gonna put a blank speech bubble right next to him too. But yeah, like, so I was considering about what I was gonna do, like, because I already graduated from high school, so I was thinking about, like, in the meantime, in order to save up some money to invest in the stock market, I was thinking about being a cashier for Target in the meantime. Like, I was initially, my first idea was to just start doing commissions for people, but as much as I like doing things for clients, I don't get enough to have a sustainable income. So I have to find something else that will work. And that was my other idea. No, because my cousin actually, like, he's a manager in Target. He actually invited me. He invited me with open arms and said, "Hey, if you need a job in Target, I got you right now. I'll hook you up with a job." And I was like, "Oh, bet, thanks." You know, as like an opportunity just in case I need it. But I'll happily take it if I need it. Trust me. As much as like I like doing art and stuff, you know, I have to start from somewhere, you know. And when it comes to the job market, you gotta start from somewhere. So I'll be willing to do it as long as if it's for good, you know. If there's anything I always focus on is doing the right thing. Okay, Snong's done. I can just add a speech bubble, put the background, and then we're done with this panel. All we got left is just to do the next two. Whew! I need some water. I got some right here, actually. I like the way I drew Snonk's face here. Looks pretty promising. Alright, let me put his blank speech bubble here. So it's pretty small, it doesn't have to be too big. Okay, that looks ugly, Snog. Why'd you draw like that? Just line this up. If you guys really like my drawings in the streams, you should see my paintings. Honestly, my paintings are so insane. They're actually legitimately insane. Understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Little Dashy. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining, man. Bro, your drawing is real good. Oh, thanks, man. I kind of like wanted to make sure that Snog looked really concerned in this drawing, cause you know, I need to put this in the context, cause like this is a letter from his mom, right? That he hasn't heard from for years. So I want to make sure that whatever letter he got, he looked concerned. No, wait, I was memeing. Oh, you were memeing? Oh, the thing is, you see, this is the thing. I need to like contact YouTube and tell them you need to upgrade the YouTube like live chat. Like instead of like just having like text chat by any means, they need to add like photos and like GIFs and stuff. Like why don't they add that? I mean, I know it can get spammy in a sense, but like for smaller channels, why not? That would have been a pretty nice thing to do, man. Honestly. But the thing is, no one really likes YouTube right now because of all that's going on, so yeah. I'm not leaving a woo. Hey, a woo is my thing. How dare you use a woo in the stream? I will take your Pokemon trainer rights if you do this. No, I'm kidding. I will take your shiny Greninja and then you will have no Pokemon left but a Magikarp. And nobody likes a Magikarp. Alright, so I think the background could be pretty simple in this one. This one doesn't need to be too complicated. Let me line this up to 90 degrees so I can get this out of the way. Then we can move on to the next. Let me just mark this up. This ruler tool is probably really useful. You know, it's kind of funny because I don't think anyone realizes, but this program, specifically Autodesk Sketcher Pro 7, is actually a program from 2014. And it still serves me well even today. Now, given there is some lackluster features, like for instance, like with Autodesk, you can only open one file at a time, which is definitely a big downgrade. But given the time it was released, I do understand. But this I actually legitimately choose this program to sketch over Photoshop. It's that good, like legitimately. Like it's the sketching, like the sketching you can do in this program is so awesome. Honestly, I mean, you see that with the comic. You see what the capabilities of this program is. Imagine like some other artists who use this program too. Like trust me, this program's great. You can paint in this program too, but I don't use that anymore for painting. I use Photoshop to paint now. What Pokemon do you like, Snunks? My favorite Pokemon is Greninja, but Greninja is my favorite Pokemon. I have an amiibo of him right by my shelf, right there. I love Greninja. And then, no surprise, my other favorite ones is also Pikachu. I also have a Detective Pikachu amiibo. I legitimately just saw it in Nintendo World the other day, and I just had to cop it. It was so freaking cute, bro. Honestly. I mean, was it worth the $30? Yes, it was. Please don't tell me it wasn't. Because it was freaking cute. Its cuteness sold me to $30. I spent $30 on an amiibo. I feel proud of it, too. Anyone heard of Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition? I don't know if it's real. I heard about Devil May Cry as a series. I never played it, specifically. I am a PlayStation fan, so I definitely have heard it in my time when I was playing PlayStation, but I didn't really hear about Devil May Cry, really. You know, the last time I heard about Devil May Cry was when Sony was making PlayStation All-Stars for the PS3 and PS Vita. I had PlayStation All-Stars for the PS Vita and stuff, but quite frankly, I actually don't really like the game. It just really was lackluster. It was honestly just trying to I mean, I knew. Let's be real here. You know that game was inspired by Smash Brothers. Let's be real here. Because Nintendo's already been in the game for quite a while when it comes to fighting games, way before Sony has ever had. So I know where the inspiration was coming from. And that's fine, but that doesn't mean it couldn't copy it well, if that makes any sense. I just didn't think that what they were doing, just didn't work out. The menu was garbage. The character roster was also garbage. 90% of the characters on the roster, I did not know who the hell were. Who the hell is Raiden? I have no idea who that was. I didn't even know who Parappa was, either. Honestly, I didn't know who Parappa was, Raiden. What other characters were there? Sweet Tooth? Who the hell is Sweet Tooth? Big Daddy. What? What kind of, character roster they were thinking of when they were making the game? They couldn't even be bothered to add Crash or Spyro. Kind of like two mascots of the PlayStation 1, and they didn't even bother to add them. Isn't that kind of sucky? Especially for a PlayStation All-Stars game. You can't have PlayStation All-Stars without Crash. Let's be real here. Oh, hey, Wendy. Welcome to the live stream. How you doing, Wendy? I was literally just finishing, this panel right here, and I'm so glad I'm almost done with this. I can move on to the next one, but yeah, I'm doing great. How's your day been, Wendy? Hiya, how's everyone doing? Hello, DT Channel Studio. Welcome to the live stream, man. I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. I'm working on this first panel right now. I literally just finished. I'm just shading in the walls. I was just telling everybody about how crappy PlayStation All-Stars was and how it could have been a lot better if they just put more time into it. But that's the thing. I think that Superbot Entertainment, the developer behind the PlayStation All-Stars game, I didn't really think they had a huge budget to work with, or really didn't understand exactly what PlayStation Histories was. So I guess maybe that's why it flopped. I mean, I actually do see potential in the idea, but given the amount of characters that's in Smash Ultimate now, I just think that Sony's gonna have a really hard time competing against Nintendo when it comes to that. And especially with the Switch around, I just feel like Sony is just really screwed at this point when it comes to making a fighting game now. Honestly, most people are just gonna be preferring to play Smash Ultimate anyway. How dare Snoggy start the stream without me? Well, I'm sorry, Wendy, but I have to start it every 3. I have to be stern about when I want to start a stream, Wendy. I'm a really organized guy. I start at certain times, In fact, sometimes I can argue I'm a little too organized. So, not every game can be special, can it? No, unfortunately. That's a reality that most game developers have to go through. I mean, if I ever work in games to begin with, if I ever get hired by a studio to work as a concept artist, then I'm gonna have to understand that too. I mean, everybody can do their best to make a game look nice, but in the end of the day, the end product is really what matters the most when it comes to consumers, because the way you present it is really what they're gonna get. You know, everything that goes into making the game, they don't know about. So, you know, it's just kind of a world you gotta live in. Bro, The Last of Us 2, though. Yo, I actually wanted to play The Last of Us 2, but, like, when I played the first Last of Us on PS4, because when I bought the PS4 during Black Friday, right, it came with 2 games. It came with GTA 5, and it came with The Last of Us. I played The Last of Us first. I actually really enjoyed the game. The game was so sick. I really liked it. But The Last of Us Part 2, I guess, was a little too gory for me, actually, because of the updated graphics and such. I think emo me, when I first played it, was fine with it, but then now, like, playing it, I just felt like it was a little too gory for me, to be frankly honest with you. I mean, I'm not doubting it's not a bad... I mean, the game looks beautiful, honestly, but let's be real here. It's from Naughty Dog. Like, Naughty Dog's, like, one of the best developers I know. Honestly, they're really good at what they do. I mean, they made the Uncharted series. They made Crash, for goodness sakes. They made Jak and Daxter. What other series they made? Well, they made The Last of Us, too, so there's that. I mean, they're good at what they do. They really are. But I don't understand some of the hate for the Part 2, though. I can't really give an opinion on that, though, unfortunately. But I will say that Naughty Dog has a pretty good track record, so I have to believe that. I'm inclined to believe, at least, that the game that they made is pretty great. You could set your watch to stream start. Huh? What do you mean by that, Wendy? Oh, I don't want to spoil it for you. Oh yeah, don't spoil it for me. I'm still thinking about whether I'm gonna play it or not, but like, if I don't, I'll let you do it. But either way, I don't think anyone else would want to get spoiled anyway, because I think some people are planning to play it. Don't check why the chick, just believe in your... Don't check why the hate exists, just believe in your beliefs. Oh, okay. I mean, I heard about several things that happened in like, at least in terms of, like, what I heard from Twitter. And the fact that, you know, there were some things like LGBT relationships, and there was also a sex scene in the game, apparently. Those are the 2 things I've heard. And I guess that must have divided gamers in terms of the opinions of the game. I guess that some people just get sensitive about certain topics and they start to hate it based on that. So, I mean, that doesn't exist just in video games. It's in media too. Like, it's been there for a while. Well, you start your stream at the same time every day. Yeah, I do. I always start at 3 because I want it to be consistent. You know, if everyone wants to join in, you know, they know what time I'm gonna stream. You know, I keep it consistent so that, you know, no one has to guess what time I'm gonna live stream. You know, I feel like that's kind of annoying, you know. But yeah, that's just the thing, man. Like, I highly respect Naughty Dog as a developer and as a company. And I have too much respect for them to show any hate without playing the game first. I think most people didn't even play the game to begin with. And that's the thing. But like, that doesn't happen just to Naughty Dog. It happens to a lot of other developers too. But it doesn't happen to a level that's happening to Naughty Dog right now. Quite frankly, I feel bad for them, honestly. They put their heart and soul into their projects. And for things like this to happen, just because of certain remarks in the game, it's just sad. I mean, yeah, people may disagree on some things in the game, but that doesn't make it automatically make it a bad game. That's what the logic says about people. People say that, oh, because it has something I don't like, it's automatically bad. I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. That's not a concrete argument. Saying something like that would get you fired, you know? I just watched some of the reactions of streamers on the ending of the game. Yeah, I spoiled myself. I do that with every new hyped up game. And I was just smiling the way through the video. Well, I would assume, based on The Last of Us, I was assuming that there might be a sad ending in the second game. So I'm surprised you're smiling about it so much. I mean, hey, like, all power to you. I just find that weird, but that's just me. You know, speaking of Naughty Dog, you know, like, I played the first game, right? So, I think one of the biggest things when I was playing the grounded mode in the game is the fact that I legit, like, tried to do a glitch where, like, I would get infinite ammo from, like, the bloaters in this one section. And, like, I legit just abused it. And, like, I had so much shotgun ammo that just made some of the sections in the game easier. Because sometimes some sections in the game you have to kill them with a knife because you're so limited on resources. And, like, You gotta make sure to always have your guns. Or like I always saved my bullets because I wanted to make sure that if there was a section that I had difficulty doing, I was like, I'm just gonna save my gun bullets and I'm gonna save it for a later section because I know some of the sections in the game can like spike in difficulty. So I was like, nope, save your bullets, my dude. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. The people watching the stream. Yeah, I get it, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. AFK BRB, going to go eat. Alright, bet. See you later, Wind Breeze. Get me some cookies while you're at it, bro. I want some cookies. I'm the type of player that I like to shoot and run and reload and repeat. Oh, you're one of those players. That reminds me of Fortnite. Cause like people actually act like that in Fortnite. It gets annoying because like people just shoot. They run and hide to a certain place, they hide under a box, and they camp until they can find me again, and then they shoot me again. It gets so freaking annoying. There's one series I like from Mighty Dog, it's definitely Uncharted. Heck, this comic, one of the biggest things that inspired me to do this comic was the Uncharted series. So, if anything, you should definitely thank Naughty Dog for making Uncharted, because if Naughty Dog never made Uncharted, this comic would not exist either. It's not just LMPFAN that was my only inspiration. There was a lot of inspirations that drove me to do this comic. Okay, so this one's done. Let me save my work before anything. Yo, Uncharted is the GOAT. I know, right? Honestly, I love the Uncharted series. People say that Uncharted 2 is the best, but frankly, I like Uncharted 4, actually. I think that was the best in the series. And it ended off in a great note, honestly. It was so lit. I played every single... I'm like one of the biggest fans you would know. I played every single Uncharted game. I even played the card games on PS Vita, and I played the PS Vita version of Uncharted Gold and the Bitch. Honestly, like, I love the Uncharted series. I remember playing Lost Legacy too. That was the last Uncharted game I bought because I finished Uncharted 4. It was so lit. We are not gonna talk about the Lost Legacy. What's wrong with Lost Legacy? You don't like it? I actually quite liked it. Lost Legacy was great. Honestly, I loved the fact that Chloe was a protagonist instead of Nathan. I felt like, that doing that game kind of opened the opportunity for other games in the Uncharted franchise itself. No, don't spoil it for me. Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But I mean, Chloe's the protagonist. I'm pretty sure you knew that, though. Alright, let me get this one done. So this one is with Winter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw Winter here. This is one of the few exceptions that I don't spoil it for me. Well, if there's anything I want to tell you, it's definitely a great game. So I hope you'll be looking forward to trying it out. It's actually really cheap. I got it from GameStop for like $20. Honestly, it's pretty great. I got that with Little Big Planet 3, and I kind of regret getting Little Big Planet 3 because actually it's kind of freaking boring, to be frankly honest with you. It wasn't as good as the other Little Big Planets they released over the years, to be frankly honest. I just found it to be a pretty big disappointment. It wasn't just me, though. A lot of the fans also found it to be a disappointment, and they have some ground. It really wasn't that good. I'm gonna mark what direction she's facing. Only one side of her cheek is being shown, and her other side is going to be an ellipse, so this is not going to be visible. Just trying to mark it here. Let me just mark her eye line right here. To be frankly honest, I prefer Little Big Planet 2 than 3. I heard that Little Big Planet 2 also came on PS Vita, but I never actually tried it. I had the PS Vita version of Little Big Planet, though. The one that was made for the Vita. I actually quite liked it. I actually played quite a lot of the story. The story mode was great, and I played a lot of the levels people made. It was pretty great. I heard that they're making another Little Big Planet for... Well, not Little Big Planet for PS5, but like it's more of like a campaign. Like, it's basically just Little Big Planet, but just a campaign. I think that's what it is. But, I mean, they're advertising it as a campaign, so I don't think it's a full-fledged Little Big Planet, which is really weird. I'm surprised they wouldn't make a full-fledged Little Big Planet if they're making a campaign, but yeah, that's Sony for you, but we'll see. It's a different title, but Sackboy still exists. Well, hey, the iconic Sackboy is still there, so that makes me happy. I remember I actually have the Nathan Drake costume for Sackboy and in the PS Vita version. I actually used it quite a lot. To be frankly honest with you, if they announce an Uncharted 5 for PS5, I will straight up buy it. I don't care how much it costs. I will go out of my way to buy PS5 if Uncharted is coming out. I love it that much. Uncharted is lit. My money is on Watch Dogs, Legion, Cyberpunk 2077, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Oh my god, did you see the Spider-Man Miles Morales trailer? Dude, that was epic. Honestly, that trailer was so epic. Like, I played the Spider-Man that came out on PS4. I love it. I haven't finished the game yet, but it's great. It's honestly great. Like, it really feels like Spider-Man 2 all over again, but just much better. I kind of wished that they added the pizza missions from that game, but like, I guess they didn't for time constraints, but I don't care. The game itself is already good. I really love the way they did it. Quite frankly, I would actually say it was the best Spider-Man game I've ever played, period. And I played a lot of Spider-Man games. It's pizza time. Yeah. You know, I remember there was this Stan Lee also made a cameo in the game. Like, there was actually a model for Stan Lee in the game, and I saw the cutscene for it. I was like in awe when I saw Stan Lee. I kind of felt sad too because he passed away. Actually, oh crap! I think it's been almost a year since he passed away. Yeah, he did. Did he pass away in July? I think he did. Yeah. Oh crap! It's almost been a year. Yeah, it's almost been a year since he passed away. Oh, crap. Well, rest in peace, Stan Lee, man. You the man, dude. Thanks for making Spider-Man. Honestly, yeah, Spider-Man's great. I love Spider-Man. What do you think about buying used? What do you mean by that? Like, are you referring to, like, buying used games or buying used consoles? In 2018 or 2019, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember either. I know the month, though. So, regardless, it's either the 1st or 2nd anniversary. Used games, not my thing. I mean, I actually don't quite buy used games as much. Actually, no, that's an understatement. Half of my game collection is literally used games. And the other half is literally new games. So I'm kind of lying there. But like, I will say that I think buying used games is only great if you would want to get a game that is adventure based, like, you know, like for example Uncharted. If you just want to buy it used because you just want to play the campaign and be done with it because it doesn't have multiplayer for the remaster, then go right ahead. Because honestly, like, if you're only gonna play it once and then just resell it, all power to you. Because quite frankly, a lot of the adventure kind of games that I have, I play them and then after that I don't really play them anymore because they're not really replayable by any means. So I still keep them. Like, I don't really sell them really because I don't really get much for it. So I'm a digital person, so I can't relate. Oh, you're one of those digital people that just download games, right? I don't blame you, dude. Who wants to carry boxes nowadays? I'm back. Hugs Snuggy and gives him a box of Philly Scout cookies. Thanks, Wendy. I appreciate the cookies. They're mine, by the way. I'm not sharing them. I only got the good games on sales. Oh. Well, I mean, a lot of people do. I mean, what's wrong with saving some money, man? You know how expensive rent here is in New York? Honestly, like, we need to save money as much as we can. Her brow ridge is over here, so I'm just trying to mark it. This one's more on the lips, so I can just keep it that way. Let me just line that up together. Can I get a chibi snoggy in the chat? You know, I wish I was able to do that where I can put my own emojis in here, because in my server I actually do have physical emojis, but I can't put them in YouTube unfortunately because I do not have enough subscriber count for that. But I'll do it sometime when I can. If you want to see a chibi snoggy, I do have a pointy pony. It's in my DA though. Well, you have to see that. What's with the mic buzz? It's kind of vibing though. Oh, the mic buzz. You hear mic buzz? Really? Maybe it's my fans. Or maybe it's Cookie. I don't know really. I'll have to check after stream, see what the issue is. Yeah, sorry about that guys. I didn't know about that issue. I guess I probably should have checked first. Alright, so I'm just gonna mark his, yeah. Bro, does anyone watch Ruby? Man, it's fine by me. I don't really watch anime as much. The only animes I watched is just game-centered animes like Pokemon and Ace Attorney. And Kirby, for sure. We're Kirby right back at ya. Technically, it's considered an anime because it was made in Japan. If there's any real animes, quote-unquote, they want me to watch, I definitely watch One Punch Man. I loved One Punch Man. It's actually quite nice. I know they changed studios in season 2, but I actually quite liked One Punch Man. I actually really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It's not loud snoggy, it's just there. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's not too bad then. Oh crap, I did not do the right expression. No, undo that, please. You're too innocent. You're too innocent. I ain't letting you watch those. Well, why is that? What's wrong with Ruby? I could take it, trust me. I mean, I live in New York, right? I could take a lot of things. I'm just gonna list her eyelashes here. I guess bang. Gonna mark her eyelashes here too. There's some right here too, but I'm gonna mark it right here. Gonna mark her nozzle right here too. No, not Ruby. I was about to recommend you to ecchi animes. Oh. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Forgot what I said. Drops off 1 million boxes of chocolate chip Philly Scout cookies at Snuggy's hooves. Oh my god. Well, I appreciate all the cookies, Wendy. I'm trying to draw this picture. I don't want to get distracted by cookies. Let me just shade these while I'm at it so I know where it needs to go. And let me draw her hair too. I'm not covering her brows though. Don't do that, Snuggy. It's not something you should do. I want to draw her neck here too. Let me just allow this here. Oh crap, this thing isn't a weight. Ah. Oh yeah, it's big brain time. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to pull a joke on me? Hey, what's with the smug face in the chat? I am concerned now. Draw me like one of your French ponies. I got you right now. Watch. I'm gonna get this done. Watch. You want me to speedrun this? I could do this. I imagine like just doing a speedrun, but just for art. I should make that. I don't think I've seen anyone do that before. She's facing this way. But her body is facing front, so I can just keep it that way. Did I miss any details? Her ears, exactly. Her ears are a little too big, actually. Hold on, let me just shrink that size. Let me add her ear right in the side. Let me add her little frame things. This too. This needs to be there. It's definitely there. Then the pic ends up being a baguette pony. Oh my god, really? No, please. I hate ponies that are based off foods. They just make me hungry. I remember there was a pizza pony once. Hold on. It's getting kind of hot in here. I probably should take off my sweater. You see, sometimes what happens is that my mom leaves the air conditioning on, right? Sometimes the air conditioning gets so cold that I actually start putting on my sweater because it gets cold. But it's off now, so I probably should start taking it off. Haha, very funny, little Dash. Oh, much better. You know, just one thing I'm really hoping for the PS5 is definitely to be able to have a good value against PCs. Because, you know, when it comes to the PS5, you know, we have some better specs and all, but, like, you know, it's obviously not going to be better than PC right now, because, like, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do with PCs, but, like, if they can be competitive in terms of the pricing when comparing the hardware they have inside the PS5 to PCs, I think they have some ground here. You might be able to... excuse me. Might be able to get a lot more sales that way. Because, like, you know, some people don't really see the point in buying consoles when you can just build a PC that does way more than that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I don't want it to sound like a jet. Yeah, like the PS4, it sounds like a jet every time I was playing Fortnite or Spider-Man. It always sounded like a jet. Because it was being pushed to its limit. But I think Sony can learn from that. Always remember that the PS4 came out in 2012, so up until this point, it was actually working on 2012 hardware. So that's actually kind of impressive. But you guys are gonna get better games now because, you know, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Why the hell did I do that? That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so let me mark her eyes real quick before I do anything, because I want to make sure it's visible. Okay, there we go. Alright, I can lower this down. I just got to my friend's house. It's like, hey, you guys know I have a private jet? It's like, really? What kind of jet do you get? And I just showed him my PS4. Oh my god. Where's the private jet? Shows PS4. I'm so stingy. I'm so mean. That was nice, right? The new Dresser and Clark game, though, my wallet is gonna cry. My wallet's already crying from the amount of games they were showing in the presentation to begin with. But, like, I'm glad that Crash 4 is coming out on PS4, though, so I don't need to buy a console for that, but still. I'm going to go, Snocky. Have fun eating all them cookies I gave you. Alright, see you later, Wendy. Thank you so much for joining the stream, man. I'll see you later, alright, Wendy? Once I get this panels done. Alright, let me get our ear in place and begin this. You guys see the controller? The controller in the PS5 looks so freaking dope. Your latest video, not live, has 69 views. Nice. The last physical video I made was a day in the life of Snog. So it has 69 views. It actually has 69 views. Oh crap, that's not good. I need to get somebody to bring that view count up. Bring it up to 70 before anyone makes implications. But I was actually looking at the PS5 controller that they revealed. Like, my PS4 controller right now, like the one I have right now, right next to my PS4 itself, is kind of broken. Oh, the BRB. Oh, okay. See, all right. I'll see you later, Dashi. Anyways, well, as I was saying, the PS4 controller I have right now is so beat up. The reason why my PS4 controller is so beat up is because I go try hard on Fortnite. So every time I need to edit something, I need to move my analog stick, and because I have my fingernails and such, I guess my fingernails kind of like stabbed through the rubber for a while, and then now it's like, kind of beat up. It's like something happened to it. Like, quite frankly, I felt like even if I don't get the PS5 console itself, I definitely would like to get a PS5 controller. Like, the controllers are actually pretty dope. I love the color white and black. It's a really nice contrast. The console itself and the controller are really sleek. I actually really like that from a design perspective. But, like, it's just something I kind of want. They say I think Sony is still planning to do the holiday release for the PS5. I don't know if they're going to still do that given this pandemic, but I think they will. I don't think that's really going to be a problem. Alright, let me fix this. Let me just, let's just think. Let's get this boy to 420 views. I would appreciate that. So then everybody can see how tryhard I am in Fortnite. And how my PS4 controller is broken in the first place. But yeah, that was just I was thinking about like getting the PS4 controller, like that PS5 controller. It looks so dope, man. If they had a blue color, I would buy it. I totally would. Like, honestly, like if I heard that they're gonna have more colors, I really would love to see that. A blue color. Or maybe a Snog D controller where it's like brown, blue, and red. That'd be so cute. Like, imagine just being able to customize a PS5 controller and just have just Snog colors. The brown, blue, and red. That'd be so cute. Oh my god, I would love to get that. I know Xbox already has the customization options, but there aren't very, like, how do you say, free. Because, like, you cannot choose any color you like. You have to choose the colors that they give you. That's what I don't like. And plus, I don't play Xbox, so it's kind of useless to me. Oof. Dude, I remember, like, during the times before I had a game console, because my first game console specifically was the PS2. And before I had the PS2, I was playing with a Game Boy Advance SP. And, there was a lot of great games for a Game Boy Advance. There was Zelda games, Super Mario Advance. I played a lot of... The thing is, what's really funny is that when I had my Game Boy Advance, I did not have a lot of money to buy games. So at the time, because like my mom was, we were living in Florida at the time, and what I would do is I would usually just play Namco Museum, which is like a compilation of all the games of the Namco era, where they had like Pac-Man and Galaga and all that. So that's what I played. And that was the only game I played for a while until I got new games like Scooby-Doo and Pirates of the Caribbean. I played licensed games, apparently, because I had no idea what I was buying, to be frankly honest with you. I just picked up whatever I liked. But it wasn't a bad idea, though, because, like, playing Namco Museum actually got me into playing Galaga. And, if you guys just see me play Galaga, dude, I am a pro at Galaga. Honestly, I actually used to have one of the world records for the rapid fire mode in the game. I actually legitimately had one of the world records, but it was taken out by somebody else named some Asian name. I don't know. I was really mad. But I am really good at Galaga. Like, I wish I can show you guys exactly like how it is. All right, let me just draw her little thing. Trust me, I am insane at Galaga. I got into the kill screen in that game. Like, sometimes I would go to Dave & Buster's, and I would just go there just to play Galaga on the machine they have. I mean, no one really played it anyway, because they're garbage at it, so... I usually just go there, and I just have some fun playing Galaga. And then people would kind of get pissed that I would be playing for so long, because... Obviously, I know how to play the game, so... I would be taking longer to die. And then people would just literally be asking me, "Are you done yet? Can I play now?" Is I feel bad though, but at the same time, I mean, like, I spent, like, that's the thing, like, I could legitimately spend hours in that machine and only spend a single quarter. Like, that was just the power I had when it came to those games. Like, just imagine, like, having that kind of skill when your mom was in a laundromat. Because, like, I got into the arcade versions of the game when my mom was in the laundromat, because like every week my mom would go to the laundromat to go clean her clothes, and I would get bored, of course, so I brought my DS, and whenever my DS died, there was a arcade machine in the back that had Mrs. Pac-Man and Galaga, and that's what I played as long as my mom had extra quarters. Well, she did actually, quite a lot of the time she had extra quarters, so that's what I did, and that's how I got into more in Galaga, and I learned a lot. Honestly, I actually used to have a mobile version of the game, but they got taken out by Apple, which is really weird. I mean, honestly, it was a great port. It was the best port of the game, and they took it out, which is really weird. Little Dashi Pugs, and done. Well, congrats, welcome back. Yeah. Alright, let's just get the shape of the eye right. You know, it just, like, I was thinking about the PS2 games I was playing lately, and there was this one PS2 game I played. I played the heck out of it, but it's a really obscure game. The game is called Cherokee. It is a Japanese car racing game. It's kind of like a car RPG of sorts. I quite enjoyed it. I loved the amount of creativity they put into that game. I mean, it was bad graphics at the time, but the creativity and soul of it definitely was there. I really liked the game, actually. I mean, I still play it to this day, actually. I run it through my emulator on Windows. Like, I don't have a Windows machine, so I legit I install Parallels, which is a way to virtualize Windows so that I can use it on my another monitor right here. And I just play Cherokee there. I also play a lot of other games, like, other PS2 games I played were Crash Nitro Kart, Hot Shots Golf 3 was something I played a lot too. Honestly, that consumed so much time. Hot Shots Golf. I couldn't get to the King tournaments though, or the Pro tournaments. I couldn't. It was so hard. Like, honestly, the AIs in that game when you got to the higher levels in the tournaments were so freaking tryhards. What other games did I play in PS2? Crash Wrath of Cortex. That was the first Crash game I played. What else? I played this racing game. I think it was called Tokyo Drift. Yeah, that's another game I played. Spider-Man 2. That's what I played too. Hot Wheels beat that. I had that too. I mean, I remember playing it at least, so I know it had some recognition. It was... Yeah, I can't think of any other. PS2 game. I can't remember my main PS2 games. I think Spider-Man was the main. I don't know. Well, I definitely know that Spider-Man 2 definitely consumed a lot of people's time. So I don't... I actually quite believe you on that one. Hey, why's my pencil enabled? Like, not a pencil, but like eraser. Like, I don't know. I think I need to change the gestures in this program because it's getting kind of annoying that it just does what it wants sometimes when I don't want to do something. Just trying to adjust her eyelashes right here. Let me adjust the other eye too. Actually, no, let me draw the other snout before I do anything. But yeah, those are the games I played on PS2. I think I can only remember one more. It's a Crash Tag Team Racing, but that wasn't really great either, though. I liked the cutscenes they had though. Those were funny. I'm just trying to get this out of the way. She's gonna get her little snout. Yo, I'll be back. I want to check out Devil May Cry Special Edition. Alright, bet. See you later, man. Yeah, I play a lot of PS2 games, honestly. I definitely want to build a PC to have an emulator for PS2. I think some people right now are actually building an emulator right now for PS4. Because, like, PS4 is now considered, like, a old hardware. So people are trying to make an emulator for PS4 games. It's gonna be hard though, cause like, you know, PS4 discs itself have high-end encryption, but you know how people are. They'll find a way to break into the code and just hack it, and then just make it possible to play it. Crash Team Racing beat Mario Kart 64 in many ways. Actually, you know, speaking of Crash Team Racing, I actually have a copy of Nitro Fueled. I actually do have a copy of it. I bought it because I was curious in playing the game, but I honestly didn't really get into it as much, though, honestly. I don't know. I guess maybe it wasn't really my thing. But, like, I legitimately tried it, and I played it quite a bit. And I even made some videos about it, too, on my second channel. They blew up, but I don't think I really got into it too much, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way it's designed and the mechanics. I kind of like Mario Kart better, honestly. I like Mario Kart better. I'm a tryhard in Mario Kart 8, though. Like, trust me, you gotta see that. I have one of the best times in Sunshine Airport, in fact. You should try to beat it. I wasn't alive when Crash Team Racing came out on PS1, but I did quite enjoy the PS4 version, but I just didn't really get into it. I never played I played Mario Kart 64 only once, and that was during BronyCon. They actually had Nintendo 64s at BronyCon. And that's how I played Mario Kart 64. I was playing with my friend Rocket. He's not here in the stream, but he's a good friend of mine. He's really savvy with technology. He's really smart with that. But me and him hang out sometimes. But yeah, Mario Kart, I actually really like Mario Kart. Mario Kart is just one of my favorite racing series of all time. I still play Mario Kart to this day on my Switch. Sometimes I don't have time to play games. I always like to make time to play games every now and then, but if I can't because I have something to do, then I don't. But I always try to make sure to have fun every now and then. Sometimes it's necessary that I cannot play a game for a time, but that's just how life is. I'm gonna have to get used to it because, you know, I'm 18 now. You know, I gotta understand about the adulting and stuff. So I gotta start getting into those habits. You know, there's one thing that just consumed my time the most. It definitely was, like, when I had the DS, right? There was this game I had. It was a Mario game. It was New Super Mario Bros. DS. And the campaign was great. I loved the final boss battle and everything. But, like, there was this side mode. It was, like, you know, a bunch of mini-games and, like, mini-games. Like, I don't know if you guys know about the mini-games in Super Mario Bros. DS, but there was a lot of them. And one of my favorite games, playing in the mini games in the game, was definitely the Luigi's car games. Like, you know, like there was like poker, there was like roulette. What else was there? Mix and match. You know, where you have to match two cards. There was a lot of card games when it came to Luigi, and like he had a suit and everything, and like Luigi taught me how to gamble basically. He legitimately did, but like it was actually quite fun. I mean, like, the game itself was already great, but, like, the fact that, you know, they went through that far just to include all those fun mini-games was actually quite nice. You know, it just made the game and the package, like, an already amazing package, much better. Honestly, I really enjoyed the mini-games they had in the DS game. It was really great. I actually really enjoyed the mini games. You remember that, right, Freddy? Yeah, the mini games to Super Mario Bros. DS where you can like tap Mario or whatever, or lead him to like the star, or any of the mini games that were centered around the characters. You were very good at the card game, right? You know, like if there was like you can't really verse people anymore until like you have local play. But like I remember like me and my cousin used to play the mini game where like you had to get as many stars as possible, and the only way to steal stars from the player was literally ground pounding on either Luigi or Mario, depending on what character you were. Like those were awesome. Honestly, I love that. Those were lit. Me and my cousin used to play that all the time. He had a 3DS at the time, so he just had the game on his 3DS. But I had a DSi XL. It was burgundy, and that's how we played. But it was lit. Honestly, I always won though because I was a tryhard. It's no different than today because most of my friends can't really beat me in Smash or Fortnite. My cousin and me are actually kind of neck and neck when it comes to Fortnite. My cousin's actually pretty good at Fortnite. He could do some pretty good stuff there, but it's just kind of a thing. Those games kind of bring back memories. Good memories. Oh yeah, back in times when things were simpler, right? Every adult always told me that times used to be much more simple when they were children, and I believed them. You can still play online, but good luck on getting that to work, let alone finding matches. Oh yeah, don't tell me about it. I know Mimi FI works. Someone made a kind of a client, a server client, so that people can play online. But it's kind of a hassle to install, and only really tech savvy people would probably figure out how to do it on themselves. So yeah, you're gonna have a hard time finding people to play with. Like, just imagine just coming into like 2020, grabbing my DS and playing Mario Kart DS, and just like installing Mimi FI and just trying to find people online, and you're just not gonna find anybody. That'd be kind of sad. Especially for people who have the DS games of Pokemon and you can't really trade with anyone anymore because the Wi-Fi place is out. You can only do it locally, which sucks because some people, because there are some Pokemon that are incredibly rare and are only exist in the DS games, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, anyways, about the Luigi thing, like honestly, like Luigi taught me to gamble. Like I spent hours playing the mini games, honestly. Like sometimes I would legit just open my DS and play Super Mario Bros. Just so I could play the mini games because they were actually that fun. Imagine you've been in a coma for 30 years and you wake up to 2020. Well, in that case, I feel very sorry for you because you're woken up in the middle of a pandemic where most of the essential workers are helping more people with the corona than comas. Anyways, welcome to the stream content blocked. Hope you're doing well. Right now I am doing the second panel of this page, which is just showing a little concern for Cookie as well. I really like how I did his face here. It looks great. But anyways, like I legit would like only play Super Mario Bros. DS just to play the mini games. That's how addicted I was, honestly. But those were the times, man. I really enjoyed that, honestly. Kirby Superstar Ultra also had mini games similar to it, but like I felt like the amount of mini games weren't as much as the Super Mario Bros. Series, of course, but they were definitely fun though. I really liked it was a card game in Kirby Superstar Ultra, and like you would have to pick the card first before everybody else, and that was the way you won. I actually have no idea what the comic is about. Yeah, you need to read it in order to have context, as in any novel. The comic is designed in a way to give you more information as you read. I designed it that way. The Luigi card minigames was and still is my favorite. Yeah, there's so much time I would like play those minigames. I remember like there was a time when like I had like 200 coins, right? And I betted like all my coins into every single time I played. I guess I had really bad luck that day, but like Luigi always had the better draw. Like he had full houses, he had 3 of a kinds, and like he kept beating me every single freaking time. I lost like 100 freaking coins from that. I got so pissed. Like Luigi was freaking destroying me in that game at the time. It was until I got better. Like that's how it was when I first started playing. Like I just didn't know what was going on. Alright, I'm gonna go fix her eyes a little. Let me go do a little shading on here. One day, Luigi, I will get my revenge. I will go into my DSi and play Super Mario Bros. Again. And I will destroy you in that poker game. Believe me, I will. I'm coming for you, Luigi. I'll take you and your goons. And your money. And your cookies. I remember there was this one mini game in Super Mario 64 DS where there was it was literally just, I guess, kind of was luck based, because there would be a card on the front of the screen, and you would be given two options. It's either a cloud or a star, and you would have to choose the correct one. What was behind it? The catch was that you don't know what the card is, so you had to pick the right one. It was kind of a 50-50 chance. And that's the way you did it. And you just have to hope that you're lucky to continue to go on to round 20 or something. I quite like the concept, and I really like the music that's in it, but I just didn't really think that it was a good mini game to begin with, because it was really more basis on luck than skill. Because you're just gonna have to have a hunch of I don't know if it's this card or that card, because you have to guess it. It's literally just guessing. That's why. I remember playing Devil May Cry 4 SC for the first time, and I mistakenly played the most hardest difficulty in the game, and boy, I struggled. I had those times too, where I would legitimately, when I first got into gaming, I would play the game, and I would just choose the hardest difficulty by accident. I just thought the more epic words meant that the game was much quote unquote better at the time. So I was okay, so I just chose the hardest difficulty, and then I just kind of got demolished by the game. But I guess that also kind of developed me to be a better gamer, because I always played games on hard difficulties, so I guess I just kind of grew into that. So I just kind of got used to playing games at hard difficulties. I mean, when I beat every single Uncharted series on crushing. On its hardest difficulty, I beat every single one on crushing. And I also, for The Last of Us 2, I also played it on Grounded, the hardest difficulty in the game. Where and Grounded, you also have no guns, by the way, so that was actually kind of garbage, because I saved some of my guns for some of the later sections in the game, and now I couldn't, because, well, on Grounded you have no guns. The true way to play Devil May Cry is to make an easy difficulty and get style points. It's the most immersive method. I never played Devil May Cry, to be frankly honest. I guess I just never really got into it. Let me add her eyelashes to the side here. Dude, I am so hyped up for Crash 4, man. I can't wait till Crash 4 comes out. Crash 4 is going to be lit. Bayonetta, though. Oh my god, don't remind me of Bayonetta. Bayonetta was broken in Smash Wii U, bro. Oh my god, I hated Bayonetta. I sometimes when I had the Wii U, right? When I used to play on it, I used to play Smash Online a lot. And whenever I got paired against a Bayonetta, people always abuse the witch time move. Oh my god, it gets me so freaking tight every time they use it. Honestly, I hate it so much. I really hated it, honestly. I used to call Bayonetta Bayo broken because of how broken she was at the time that she came out in the game. By the way, I believe that poll that Sakurai did was BS, because who would vote for Bayonetta as in number 1? No, I'm just gonna be real here. I mean, I'm not gonna bash Bayonetta's game. I never played it, but let's be real here. She's not as popular as some of the other choices. Let's be real here. How did she win? I'm pretty sure that poll was forged. And I think my theory is that they made that poll not just for the game itself, but they made that poll so that they have any ideas of who to include in Smash Ultimate. I think that's the reason they did the poll, not for the game itself. Yeah, I heard and watched almost every review about her, and I was laughing my ass off. Oh, alright. I remember that time when two people chose Bayonetta final round at EVO, and this there they tried doing nothing the whole match. Yeah, they were literally just using tilts, and they were just thinking that the entire thing was a joke, because they were just both using bayonetas, and the person who was running the event actually kind of got pissed about it. You know, I would be pissed too, because honestly, they took the final event of Evo and they just thought of it as a joke, and that's how bad it was. I don't know if Tyler 1 played her, but if he did, I'm immediately gonna watch it. Tyler 1, is he that streamer? Yeah, I heard about him, but he's only been a meme at this point. I didn't really watch his streams. I only heard him as a meme. What are you doing, Cookie? Cookie, why did you do that? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sorry, Cookie, but I already gave you your food for today. I appreciate if you would stop biting the cage. It's not food. She destroyed the entire game, but even the nerf, she's still OP. Honestly, she kind of still is OP. But, like, Min Min just came out on Smash Ultimate, and she's kind of OP on its own in terms of her range. So I guess OP against OP, I guess. But I do believe though that Min Min's range is kind of OP. Like I would legit like fight Min Min. I would be on the other side of the stage and I would still get hit. Like honestly, her range is way too big. It's way too much. I think Sakurai needs to reconsider how much range Min Min can have. I mean, it works for ARMS because all the characters have a certain range, but like, I don't think it works for Smash really. I just don't think it does. The fact that an ARMS character was added for Smash is already crazy to begin with. Who wanted that? Let's be real here. Who wanted an ARMS character in Smash Ultimate? I doubt a lot of people wanted that. Sakurai is more going for the interests of Nintendo more than its fans right now. And while I do understand it to a certain extent, you know, they gotta make money and they gotta advertise their other games, I just don't think it's really great for the game itself, you know, like, I have a feeling that this game, Smash Ultimate, is only going to be the last Smash that Sakurai is going to make for a really long time. And I want to make sure that the characters he adds are meaningful and are worthwhile. You know, I just don't think that adding random characters just to promote games really works. And this problem doesn't exist in just Smash Brothers. This also exists in PlayStation All-Stars because they added a bunch of characters that just only were there just to promote games and not just to do anything else, which kind of sucked. Tyler 1 got a lifetime ban from League of Legends for screaming and being toxic. He got unbanned lately though. Well, I don't really know the guy too much, but if he plays Fortnite, I might know him. I know a lot of Fortnite streamers because I play a lot of Fortnite. So if he plays Fortnite, I want to see how good he is. I watched Dante versus Bayonetta Death Battle, and it was pretty interesting. Where's Waluigi though? Yeah, people wanted Waluigi, but unfortunately, he's an assist trophy. Any Smash fan knows that an assist trophy means a deconfirm. So I'm sorry to bum me out, but Waluigi, I don't think is gonna make it. He's already an assist trophy, so that already deconfirms him. There's nothing you can do there. I'm gonna draw her wings right here. He's the GOAT. I know, man. Waluigi's the GOAT. I would love to see him placed as a joke character, but to be frankly honest with you, there's really nothing you can do. He was already an assist trophy. I think people need to understand that once a character is an assist trophy, it's over. There's no way they can come back. You're gonna have to wait for the next Smash Brothers, and that'll take a long time to come, my dude. Trust me. Let me just mark these lines right here to show where the folds of her wings are. Let me just... Let me just show you this. Bro, imagine Kirby can talk and the voice actor was Liam Neeson. I mean, if Kirby could be able to talk, then I just feel like that would kind of rip his identity, in a sense, because, like, I think Kirby not talking and just saying Poyo all the time is actually kind of cute, and for him to be talking, I just feel like will kind of rip his identity. You know, I'm glad that they make sure he doesn't talk as much. I mean, I know that how do you say, the anime, the Kirby anime, actually, Kirby does speak, but only short sentences, that he doesn't actually say anything, like, He doesn't physically speak, so, you know, there you have it. But the anime was pretty great. I mean, it was kind of lackluster in some ways, but like the anime section was pretty good. I actually really enjoyed Kirby Right Back at Ya. Some of the episodes are actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. Oh my god, the writing in that anime, oh my god, that was the best writing I've ever heard. Like, honestly, like, there were so many episodes that got me so weak, honestly. Tiff is just such a freaking savage. I love it. I loved Curry Right Back at You. It was fun. The Cory, oh my god, Cory was so funny too. Oh my god, Cory. I remember. Alright, let me draw her ear on the side. They do it like Alvin and the Chipmunks. The High School of the Dead looks away whistling. You know, I actually watched the original movie of Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I always remembered that guy who, I think his name was Dave, right? Yeah, it was Dave. And he used to always yell Alvin. I actually always remember the time he yelled at Alvin. That's just kind of iconic sound. Like, you know, anytime he yells Alvin, you know it's Alvin and Chipmunks. Dude, there was this one fat dude in my school. He was like some kind of Indian, right? I used to call him, he looked like Theodore from... I used to say he looked like Theodore from Alvin the Chipmunk. And I said he got the same feet too. Oh my god, I was so mean. That was so mean, dude. Oh my god, that was so funny. Okay, let me shade this. It's starting to get hot around here in New York. It's like about 90 degrees here right now. I'm glad that we have air conditioning here. I'm thankful for that. Trust me. I remember a time when we didn't have air conditioning. Damn, why you gotta play my mans like that? I'm kind of like that, honestly. Like, I like to roast people. That was just kind of like my thing when I was in school. Like, because I literally, that's funny because I actually just graduated like 2 weeks ago. But like in high school, I was the kind of person who just roasted everybody because I didn't like getting called names. So I was like, I'm just gonna talk back. That was just kind of like my thing. I remember there was this one black girl that was like kind of obese in a sense. Like she was kind of overweight. I used to say she looked like Jinx from Pokemon. There's this other person right here too, right? I don't know. I forgot what was his name. Actually, no, I shouldn't say his name. That's not a good idea. I can't think. What was his name? Crap, I can't remember. Oh my god. Okay, so his name was actually okay, whatever. I don't care. His name was Fahim, right? And like he was, I think he was like he's from Pakistan, I think, right? Remember the general that died from like that missile launch from North Korea the on the news? Okay, so I said he looked like the general. But he really did look like the general though. He actually looked like the general from Iran. I don't know. I like people, I think I'm intimidating them when I'm literally just walk by them. I mean, that's just kind of nature, per se. Some people just like to do that. I mean, I guess I'm kind of like that too, but I don't think I'm like that anymore. That was a time when I was kind of different. Damn, you be playing everyone. I actually would be, actually. Everyone, ask anybody in my high school and always tell them what every time I'm in class what I would say. And they would be, most of the time would always be just people roasting. It's like either I'm quiet or I roast somebody. It's either one of those two things. I wasn't a very talkative person in school. I'm only very talkative when I want to roast somebody because I find them that either they're annoying or they piss me off. Like that's how I do it here. Yeah, I remember something. I'm a New Yorker. I do some pretty shady stuff sometimes. You'll be making fun of me because of my height. You know, I have a friend. His name is Exalden, right? Like, he was, like, really tall when I first met him at BronyCon. I used to call him a stick, right? I used to call Exalden a stick. And every time he smiled, it looked like a football. Like, that's what I always say. You know, if you really like the stuff I say, you should really check out the roast battle I did with Exalden, actually. I destroyed him. Honestly, I had over half the votes. Like, I knew I was gonna win. Like, the Risk City roast off, oh my god, that was one of my favorite projects. I destroyed him. Honestly, I freaking destroyed him. Like, he got demolished. I remember I used to call this one person named Peter Parker. I used to call him Peter Parker because of his glasses. He looked like some kind of like Harry Potter character or something. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I remember that Vine. Speaking of which, I remember Vine itself. Oh my god, Vine was so freaking funny. I love the Vines that were there. I really miss Vine. Well, in time zone at least. Today is Tuesday for me. So if it's Wednesday for you, then you're probably way far from me. You're probably in the UK or probably you're either in the UK or somewhere else. You're definitely around in either Europe or Asia though, that's for sure. Or Australia. Actually no, I argue you're in Australia. That's my final answer. You're in Australia. But that makes sense though, because it's 5 o'clock here. What time would be in Australia? Oh no, I'm too busy to think right now. Okay, I think that Symmetra's about done. Alright, cool. I'm Filipino, but I live in Kuwait. It's 12:30 a.m. here, my G. So you're about 7 hours ahead then. Well, regardless, you're definitely in a different place. Okay, that's cool. Let me blend all these layers together. There you go. Alright, I can duplicate this just in case. Get that down. Winter's done. I'm gonna draw her like this. I think this is fine. Yeah. Because then I gotta draw a speech bubble. That speech bubble was a little too small. Maybe make it bigger. Much better. This one has more space. I just want to make sure that's a lot of space there. Ooh, my fans are running hot, and that's because of the amount of things I'm doing on here. Jeez. But this computer is really good at streaming, though. It's really good at what the stuff I do here, you know, for editing and anything I need to do for the comic itself, and just, you know, a lot of things. So this computer was a good investment to begin with. It was like, it cost me quite a lot, but it was worth it. Any Fall Out Boy fans right here? No, not me, not for sure. I'm not into that kind of music, so I guess not. speaking of music, if there's something you would like to hear, like, I don't really listen to a lot of like lyrical music per se, but like if there is something that I do like listening to, it's that if there's music artists I can name, Michael Jackson's one. I love Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's lit. I love him. I'm sad that he died, but I still like him. Well, who else? I definitely know. I mean, I like listening songs from Michael Jackson, and there was another artist I actually liked. I can't remember what name it was. I swear it was important though. I can't remember. Oh, I got it. MIA. I don't know if you probably don't know who MIA is, but MIA is actually my favorite song artist right now in terms of lyrical stuff. She's great. I love the stuff that she writes music for. I quite like it. She's a more controversial kind of singer because of the amount of topics she discusses when doing her music. But I actually really like her. She's great. She has a great story behind her back too. In fact, if you haven't noticed, the song that was in the end credits of the Chapter 1 dub was actually an MIA song. It was just a remix. Bad Bunny featuring Drake. I heard. You see, my cousin's actually into rap. He's actually into a lot of rap. So I definitely heard of this song before with Drake. But I'm not really into rap though. I'm just not really into rap too much. I think when I was I think 2 years ago I used to listen to Kanye West and 50 Cent, and then I kind of stopped. So I guess I'm just not really into it anymore. Also, I was into Fetty Wap too, and that too. But I guess I just kind of lost taste in rap, so I guess I'm just not really listening to it anymore. Now I just listen to a bunch of dubstep and game soundtracks. That's just my thing now, apparently. Drake's rap songs are starting to fall. Oh really? Well, in that case, forget what I said about Drake. He's garbage. Nah, I'm kidding. I just started listening to K-pop music about a week ago, and it's pretty good. You know, I've been hearing about K-pop recently. I think they're a Korean band. I think, from what I've heard. I haven't really listened to any K-pop yet, but I heard how great they were though. I remember there was this one person in my class, like in my algebra class, who was obsessed with K-pop. Oh my god. I think to the point where he even dressed like them too. Like that's how obsessed he was. I'm just gonna draw Winter's dialogue right here. This is the reason why I didn't stream page 55, because writing dialogue is literally what all page 55 is about. It's just a letter. What time is it anyway? 5:09. Ooh, okay. Let me think. I guess maybe I can just work on one more panel and then I'll call off the stream for today. If I was gonna do the entire page, you'd be here all day. So I guess I'll just finish this one, work on this one, and I'm gonna end up the stream there. Anyone read past tense anthropology? I have not. I kind of distanced myself from the fanfic community ever since I retired as a narrator. Hopefully anyone else has, though. God damn, my iPad is hot right now. It's getting annoying. It's actually good that I'm planning to read or listen to the audio reading again. Oh, well, that's cool, man. Glad you like it, at least. Alright, I'm gonna head to sleep, bro. Good night. Alright, see you later, Dashy. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you sometime. It's probably... Yeah, it's actually really late for you. You should go to bed, man. Anyway, see ya, man. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it. It was a great conversation we had. I'm gonna go finish this page in the meantime. I'm just gonna fix this. I'm gonna write this text. Thank you for entertaining me. Good night. Oh, well, thank you for joining, man. Honestly, it was great. Thanks. We had a great conversation. I like the stuff you told me. See ya, man. I feel bad for her. Desert Tribe lost everything. Lost everything because of the order. Okay, so because... Actually, no, this needs to be in a different line. Yeah, crap. Yeah, there's not enough space for that. Crap. Let me zoom in here so I can see my letters, because honestly, I can't see it. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. Oh crap, that was way too thick. I need to do that again. Probably need to make a bigger speech bubbles, but that's okay. We can make that arranged. Order of the night. There you go. Dialogue done. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad that's over with. Jeez, that took a while. Snow looks so sad in this scene. Oh my god, I actually did a great job with this. Alright, let me go draw the background here so we can get done with this panel and then move on to the next one. Oh, man. Comics take time, man. They do. Alright, let's get these little handy dandy vanishing points right here. Alright, let me just line these here. Alright, that makes no sense, Nagi. Let me actually make this 1 point. Why not? There's no point anyway. I get it. Let's make this 1 point because there's no point in having to. Please don't kill me for that joke. That was a good joke. Alright, let me just mark all these walls right here. Mark that. And this one could be the last. Yeah. Let me mark it over here so we have more space. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's a really simple background. Really not that complicated to do. Who the hell is this guy? Never seen those videos before. YouTube, my dudes, stop recommending me to people just because they have money. I hate that, honestly. Sometimes people just pay you to promote their videos. That's disgusting. Erase that. Let me go erasing some of these too. Alright, this can be erased because winter's covering it. Erase some of this too. I just need to go make a playlist for this live stream so we can have some music playing in the background. I just need to find the right one so I don't get freaking copyrighted. But you know how YouTube is. YouTube is being. Sometimes it's kind of a bitch sometimes, because they always copyright stuff. Alright, bet. So let me just shade this, and then we'll be right on to do something else now. I put this in another layer, right? Okay, good. I just want to make sure. Imagine just having a contest where like I would like make a Mario Kart like a time trial, right? Mario Kart, and I would just like make a hard time to beat in Sunshine Airport, and I would say, and if any of you can beat my time in Mario Kart 8, I will do a free commission for you. Just imagine that. That'd be kind of cool. That actually would be kind of nice. Not gonna lie, actually that would be kind of a interesting challenge for people to do. Like if you can beat me, if you can beat that in Mario Kart, I would do a free commission for you. That'd actually be kind of fun. If I was a gaming channel, I'd totally do that. That actually would have been a really smart idea. But I'm not a gaming channel. My second channel is, but I don't really make content for that as much as this channel, of course. So. Yeah, that's about it, right? Yeah, so all I gotta do is just fill in the gaps. I'm gonna shade this too. Go away, dust. I don't want you right now. I'm trying to concentrate. Alright, let me shade this down here too. Okay, we got this, we got this. Put all these marks in the ground so we know it's carpet. I definitely gotta clean the screen of this iPad once I'm done with this. It usually gets a little dirty because my hands are on it, so. Okay. Alright, this is done. Alrighty. Let me move this text a little higher so that it's a little more eccentric. There you go. Final done. That's another one done. Awesome. Let's work on the next one now. Last one before we end up the stream. Whew. Definitely need a break. Let's go take a little break. Okay, last panel. So here's my idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Snog here looking at winter. It's gonna be like, this is really rough. Just like, just looking at winter. And then we're gonna have a speech bubble here. He's gonna be asking about his relationship with Cookie. Yeah, make it have a surprise space because this makes sense for the scene. They all are homeless now. Homeless now. Wait. What should I sorry, I need to remember to script this sheet, right? They're all homeless now. Wait, you two related? Yeah, right. She seems important to you. Are you related? You two related? Yeah, that's my plan at least. To have these here and stuff. Let me think. I've been streaming for a while. Should I do this off stream and on the stream off there, or should I continue doing this? I'm thinking. And why not? I'll do some of this and I don't have to end off the stream. Just for you guys. I can take it. Let's do it. Okay, so let me do the contour lines, of course. Draw an ellipse. Oh crap, I did this on the wrong layer, crap. Draw this contour line right here. Draw an ellipse right here. Draw his cheeks. Okay, make his little floppy ear right here. What kind of ear is that, bro? Oh my god. Well, luckily this is the rough face, so we don't have to worry about how it looks. We just gotta make sure it's structurally correct. Like this line's for his mane. Should make him surprised in this bit. Trying to make sure this looks right. Let me mask. Trying to make sure everything looks correct. This is how we do it in Snog World. Here's our brow ridge, and there's goes back to the spear. Silly old Snuggy. Thinking about how to do this one. Alright, so let me add a scarf here, of course, because that's important detail. Let me lower this down because I still need more space. Misty Dupus. Hey. Oh, hello, Dupus. Welcome to the live stream. I am actually working on the last panel of this stream right now. I'm going to do the rest outside of stream, but I'm doing this last one right now. But hey, welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream, my dude. How's your day been? Hope it's been great. Let's get Snuggy done real quick so we can run in. So there's... I can mark all these so I can have his main in place too. It's okay, I got a Zekrom on Pokemon Go. Oh, that's great, dude. Everyone's been playing Pokemon Go lately because of all this pandemic that's been going on. Trying to draw on this very surprised Snog here. That's about it. I don't think. Oh yeah, I need to draw his horn. I forgot. I'll make sure everything here looks right. Okay, let me just... That's the rough right now. Before I do anything, let me draw the main. Trying to put all these lines together in place so that they look right. You know, it's just kind of a thing. That's how we do it here. Who's throwing firecrackers outside? That's what I'm wondering. It's getting kind of annoying. No! Not this again. About to fight Autodesk. But luckily they fixed it, so I'm not gonna fight them today. Okay, got the nozzle done. Maybe I don't need to put their eyebrows at all. Yeah, actually, that's true. I don't need to do that. If he's surprised, I don't need the eyebrow wouldn't be visible. I could just draw it normally. Okay, that makes sense. Let me just polish this real quick. This here too. What are you doing, Autodesk? Stop! Oh my god. And we just draw a scarf and stuff. Just add this to the front. Draw his. Make sure. Trying to make sure that these horns look right. Over here, over here. Let's shade this too. Okay, that's done. Those eyes definitely don't look right. Let me move them. Okay, I think that's about it. Alright. I think Snog is done. Alright, all I gotta do is just do a little shading on the bottom. Shading of his scarf. There you go. That's a Snog for you. You just polish his eyes. Trying to erase this because this looks wrong. I think the eyes look weird. I'm not gonna change them. Let me delete them. Here's what I'm gonna do. Hey Snugs, do you have an evil size as doppelganger? Not really. No, I don't have that kind of. I guess I don't have that kind of characterization thing. The reason why I don't have one is because I feel like it's kind of overused. So I decided to make something different. Instead of making an evil side of me, I just made a different me. That's why I was thinking about making a female Snug, and that female Snug is just an opposite, like not exact opposite, but more like an opposite to Snug, and it's not the same as like having evil side or whatever, but it is similar to it, and I feel like that was a much more unique idea. So that's what I have. A female Snug. Interesting. I like your thinking. Thanks. Danielle is the person I'm referring to. I'm pretty sure you've seen him. Not him, her. In the animatic. Something I'm missing, isn't there? I don't know. I feel like there's something missing. I guess not. I don't know. I just feel like something's missing. Alright, let me adjust this. But yeah, this is the kind of thing with Danielle. He's a different side of Snog because she's a female. You know, the females and males think differently. So I was like, hey, let's make a Snog that's different from another, but isn't something that's cliche. And that's what I thought. Oh, before I move him, I want to duplicate this just in case. Hey, where's the thing for me to move this? Come on, Autodesk, don't do this to me. I'm trying to... I will fight you, Autodesk, if I can't find it. Oh, never mind. I found it. You got lucky this time, Autodesk. You got lucky. So let me move him here, and then I'm going to put the speech bubble right here, where it should be. Let me just... Okay, that's way too big. Snoggy. A little more like this. I think that would make sense, like this. I think that works. Yep. Alright, let me just line that up. Alright, this is the last thing I gotta do. Just do the speech bubble, do the background, and then we're done. We're almost there. At least for today. We still gotta do more, of course. We still gotta do the fourth one and the last two, but we definitely made some substantial progress. Progress is what we're all about. Right. Okay, let me just move this to the side so I can write those last little letters. They're all homeless now. This. Oh, hello, Rafa. Welcome to the live stream. I'm doing the last panel right now for, at least for the stream for today. This one's quite a long dialogue box for winter, so I'm just finishing this off and I'll end up the stream. At least you came here to see this last one be done. That's great, right? How's your day been, silly? It's been good. Hope you brought cookies for me. I need them. Desperately. What the hell was that dude? My day was good, but I have no cookies here. How dare you bring no cookies to this stream? I will ban you forever. Nah, I'm kidding. Writing text is obviously not something that most comic artists do, but I feel like it adds to the charm of the comic, so I felt like handwriting them actually means a lot more, makes it more meaningful. There's also more freedom when it comes to doing it hand-drawn. Thanks to... oh crap, wrong. Holy crap, my fans are running hot right now. Like, they're running pretty fast apparently. That's really not good. It is kind of hot here though. Oh crap. Not what I was looking for. Drawing text is annoying, but it's something you must do. Discipline in making comics. Did you work for There we go. I didn't move Snog a little so that I can see the pen. It's a pretty long line of text, but it works for the scene because it's dialogue. Okay, we're almost done with this panel. Whew. And then I'll do the last one, and then I'll start with the other ones off stream. Okay, that's done. I think the background can be pretty simplified. I don't think it needs to be. I'll draw the background right here. 2 point, right? 2 point makes sense. I don't know why this is here. That's a line. Let me line this up now. It's right here. Oh, it's wrong, Snuggy. No, wrong side, Snuggy. Down. Go down. There you go. Then we're gonna. Let's mark these floors right here. There There we go. Erase all this. Almost there. Whew. Let me erase some of these marks from the speech bubble that shouldn't be there. Okay, let me shade some of these parts then. Let me shade the bottom one. Fix that. And this one too. Shade this. Let me erase some of these marks while I'm at it. Oh, keep pushing, Snog, keep pushing. Oh crap, I don't want to do that one. Fix that. Alright, there we go. And all I gotta do is put the couch in the background. It's a background TV, so it doesn't need to be too detailed. And all I gotta do is the floor. Okay, almost there. Just the floor. Alright, we are done. Alright, we are done with, at least for today's stream, but we got 3 panels done. Like how it came out. This one looks great, looks pretty decent. This one looks great. Be great. We did pretty okay this stream. Am I the only one who with lags? If there's lagging, that's probably my fault. But that's because I've been streaming for a while. In fact, I literally am streaming for about 3 hours now. Anyways, I want to thank you all so much for joining the stream. It's been really fun. Honestly, we had some really interesting conversations in this stream. But I'm glad I got some 3 panels done. I'm going to go do the other 2, this one and the other 2 off stream. And also page 55 off stream because it's just a letter. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for joining with me. It's been great. I really enjoyed the topics discussed today. And hopefully I get around the time so I can find some time to go watch Pony Life any now and then. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for joining. It's been great. It's been really fun. And I'll see you all next stream on Thursday, I believe. I'll try my best to make it on Thursday. And same time as always, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Anyways, see you all later. Take care. Have a nice day. And prepare me some cookies on Thursday. Anyways, bye.